Today we're going to be doing a side-by-side cooking challenge. We'll be making an omelet. Joining me today are Daniel and Laura. Daniel, you may recognize from some of my previous videos, and Laura has been featured in a lot of LG home segments. The omelet will focus on execution and technique. I'm just curious, Daniel, have you ever made an omelet?
Very basic, few times.
Okay, well, I wish you luck.
Thank you.
How about you, Laura?
A few.
Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so the first step we're gonna do is prep some of our vegetables for the omelet. So I want you guys to take your onion and your bell pepper, and I wanna take the onion and you wanna peel the onion, and then I want you to quarter the onion. We're only gonna use a quarter of the onion for our omelet. Once you have the onion peeled, I want you to cut through the onion to make a quarter, and then I want you to cut it into a dice. I'm already cutting. I don't hear any chopping from you guys. What is going on?
I'm trying.
Keep up, Daniel.
What are we dicing? Cutting it in a quarter?
You're dicing the onion.
Okay.
And then once you have the onion diced, you can put it back in the bowl that it was in.
You said a quarter?
A quarter of the onion, yes. So take the onion, put it into the bowl that it was in, and then let's move on to the pepper.
Okay.
With the pepper, you're also going to take a quarter of the pepper and cut it to the same size that the onion is. So you're dicing the pepper, you're dicing the onion. Everything should look the same size so it cooks evenly and it looks nice in the final presentation of the omelet.
Oh, definitely not even.
What's that, Daniel?
Not even yet.
Not even what?
My dices.
Are you on the onion or the pepper? Because I'm done with my pepper.
Oh my goodness.
It's not even started on the pepper yet.
Okay, I got my onion and my pepper diced. Next thing you're gonna do is take your 2 eggs and crack them into the bowl.
Quarter pepper.
Add a pinch of salt to the eggs. Laura, try to keep the shells out of the eggs. Nobody likes shells in their omelet,
Sorry,
especially the
Chef.
French.
What are we salting the eggs?
Yes, you're gonna take a pinch of salt and add them to your eggs, and then use your fork and whisk the eggs together until you see no visible whites left. Daniel.
I'm working on it.
I feel like I'm gonna say Daniel a lot in this segment. Okay, I got my eggs whisked. I got my onions and peppers cut. Now I'm ready to go to the stove. Okay, so before we actually make the omelet, we need to cook the vegetables, the onions and the peppers. So over moderate heat on your LG signature range, you want to melt a tablespoon of butter. Once the butter melts, you're gonna add your onions and your peppers. You don't want any color on your vegetables when you're cooking them, but you do want to cook them. Okay, we're gonna add our vegetables. Remember, we want to soften the vegetables, but we don't want really any color on the vegetables. Okay, at this point, I'm gonna add a handful of spinach. And we just want to briefly cook the spinach. We want the spinach to stay green, but we want to wilt the spinach. Okay, so this is what we're looking for. At this point, I'm going to take this off the heat. You can put it on your sheet pan with parchment paper to let it cool down. Okay, take everything out. And then with your clean side towel, wipe out the pan, and then melt another tablespoon of butter. Now we're gonna make the omelet. Okay, the butter's almost melted. You're gonna take your eggs with your fork, dump the eggs in, and then what you're gonna do is move the pan back and forth and move the fork back and forth to start to almost scramble the eggs. Okay, the eggs are almost set. At this point, you're gonna add back in your vegetables that you sauteed. Add some cheese. You can use any kind of cheese you like here. Today we're using cheddar. Okay, at this point, your omelet's ready to be rolled and shaped. So what you're gonna do is hold the pan off the heat and start to roll the omelet away from where your hand is that's holding the pan. Okay, at this point, you're gonna backhand the pan and turn it out onto a plate. Okay, so get some of the egg onto the plate and then turn it over onto itself. Okay, this is what you're going for.
All right, let's do this.
Butter first.
Adding a handful of spinach.
Not cooked, right? A little handful of spinach.
Scramble as we go.
Laura forgets to move the pan back and forth, essential for the soft, creamy texture of an omelet.
How long?
Because it's overstuffed and the eggs are fully cooked, Laura cannot shape and remove the omelet easily from the pan. He's not even cooking it. He's not even over the burner. You need heat to cook the eggs.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
That's for sure. Okay, so now that you've cooked your omelets, it's time to make them look pretty. So we have some citrus, we have some berries, we have some grapes, and we have some green herbs. So I want you guys to take the orange and I want you to cut it in half lengthwise, and then I want you to work on fanning it out.
Fanning it out.
So by fanning it out, you're gonna cut thin slices of the orange. And then open up the thin slices to resemble a fan. And place that on the plate next to the omelet. Then you can take a few grapes, or not grapes, excuse me, some blackberries. Put those next to the fanned orange. Maybe a couple raspberries as well. And then for the grapes, I want you to cut them in half. So basically you're making like a nice decorative fruit salad to garnish your beautiful omelet.
Couple blackberries.
Okay, and then I want you to take the flat leaf parsley and gently chop it up.
Okay.
For the parsley, you just want the leaves of the parsley, not the stems.
So some parsley.
Okay, and then take the herbs, just sprinkle them, scatter them about on top of the omelet. Okay?
So I'm
Seems like
dicing
enough.
the parsley?
You don't dice parsley, you chop parsley.
Chop parsley.
Okay, so this is what it should look like. Okay, so one of the things that makes a nice omelet is its shape. So it should kind of look like a folded letter. And then it also should kind of be tapered on the ends. Over here, kind of looks just like a lump of eggs. The fruit looks nice. You did a nice job fanning it. This would probably look a little bit better if these were cut a little thinner, so they were closer together and more fanned out, but overall it looks nice. So this lump of egg, with this garnish actually makes it look pretty nice.
Ooh.
You might want to, I don't know what this is, but it's not very attractive. Okay, over here, the shape is getting there. It's still not correct, but it's at least, closer to what it should be. But with this one, it almost looks like the orange is like about to attack the omelet. It's like this big thing of orange. Other than that, the fruit looks nice, the herb looks nice. Overall, I think you guys did a good job. What do you guys think?
It was very difficult.
Fun and difficult. Well,
yeah.
hopefully the next segment will be both fun and difficult. All right, so the next thing is let's enjoy our omelets. Let's see how they taste.
All right.
The eggs should be soft, they should be creamy, they shouldn't be dry or overcooked, which I feel like Daniel's are gonna be dry and overcooked.
Not creamy.
Who's the winner here? I think it's almost a draw. There's nice garnishing on Daniel's plate. Laura, still has that issue of the orange monster attacking the omelet. Texture-wise, I would have to give it to Laura over Daniel's. I see a lot of butter grease on Daniel's plate as he eats it, which kind of upsets me. But overall, I would say it's a draw. I don't think there's one clear winner here, except for myself. To learn more about the appliances seen in this video, visit lg.com, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.